Hi, everybody, and welcome to week 2 of EDU6200. Hope you're having a great weekend so far. I know it's been a lot of rain, but hopefully everybody who's in Texas is doing all right, and that you guys didn't get too flooded yourselves here in Florida. So, as we finish up week 1, which officially ends tomorrow, just some reminders. Number one, if you haven't yet sent me in the portal a screenshot showing me you know how to get into the WCG, that's the William Cecil Golden State Leaders website where you're doing all your activities that are state assessed. That needs to be done by tomorrow night. That's the 28th at 11:55 p.m. Need to be in the portal. I know I spoke to one of you having some difficulty. If that's the case, please make sure you send me an email and let me know so I can help you out. Also due by tomorrow is the week 1 discussion. So you should have already posted your first post already. That was the answer to my questions. And now each of you need to make sure you post 2 separate responses to 2 different classmates of at least 100 words. So those are 2 things that are due by tomorrow night, 11:55 p.m. That's on 8/28. That's on Monday. We start week 2 on 8/29, and week 2 is a little bit easier. It's just reading chapter 2 in the book, and you're going to respond to my discussion questions and again respond to each other. So just like this week, next week's the same thing. You have an initial post. I'd like you to try and get in by Friday, Saturday the latest, and that way your peers can respond to you. And again, that's one main post by you on chapter 2, answering my questions in the discussion board, and then respond to 2 of your classmates with at least 100 words. And that's due by September 4th. So really the first 2 weeks are kind of getting you acclimated to what we're doing. Those of you who are still having difficulty with the WCG assignments, I'm going to refer you right back to page 6 of your syllabus. Page 6 is where you will find the information on how to access the Florida School Leaders Portal and how to get tutorial and how to do all the activities. All right, after that, I want to definitely draw your attention, everybody, to the syllabus because we're going to be doing the WCG assignments out of order. I understand that. There's a reason why we're doing them the way we are. The state lists them in a certain order for a reason as well. So if you look with me, and I'm on page 11 of your syllabus, the next WCG assignment is number 9, the field experience assignment. And I'm going to talk about that one in this video for a few minutes. I'll come back to it in just a moment. Your next WCG assignment is number 2, which is due in week 6. That's not till the end of September, beginning of October, and that is the professional ethical behavior inventory. The next one you have is number 3. That's the field experience assignment with compliance inventory. Sorry about that. And then we take a break during the midterm exam, and your next one's not due until week 9, which is the WCG number 5, professional development research. Number 4 is due in week 10. Number 7 is due in week 11. Number 6 in week 12. Number 10 in week 13. And finally, number 8 is due in week 14. Now, the reason why I'm telling you about these now is that these last few assignments, specifically numbers 6, 10, and 8. 6, 10, and 8 are due during week 12, 13, and 14. The reason why we push them to the end of the semester is there's a lot of work involved in them. You have to get some approvals and things done by your school. So it's really, really important you start looking at them now, especially those of you who, like our school district in Hillsborough, we're closed the entire Thanksgiving week. And that week is week 14 for us in the class. Week 14 is going to be our Thanksgiving week here in Hillsborough. If that's the case for you, you definitely want to work ahead on WCG number 8. All right, so everybody's got the order. It's kind of wacky and wonky, but that's okay. Just understand if you get lost, page 11 in the syllabus. Page 11 will give you the order we're doing those WCG assignments in. Then page 6 is where it starts in the syllabus, all the descriptions for the WCG assignments. So 1, 2, and 3 are on page 6, 4 and 5 on page 7, 6 and 7 on page 8, and 8, 9, and then 10 on pages 9 and 10. So let me now take you to the order you're working in, and that's going to be week 3, which is WCG number 9, the field experience notes. So this one, you're going to be taking notes for 1 week, observing your school leader. That's why I'm talking about it now. I know it's another week away. We've got week 2 with just the the actual discussion board forum for Chapter 2, but I want you to be looking ahead because you need to talk to your administration now. Those of you in the public schools, let them know what you're doing. Private schools, let them know what you're doing. You are allowed private school folks to observe your private school administrators. You don't have to go to a district school to do that or a charter school. You can work in whatever school setting you are as long as you're working with the person who is the assigned administrator for the site. So you're going to observe them for a week. You're going to be looking at two different things in this piece. Number one, you're looking at effective leadership responses to barriers. Okay, that's really important. Effective responses to barriers that may occur and may prevent the school from focusing on its vision and or student learning. And this is a really good time to be doing this because when you get to week 3 in our course, you're now really 3, 4, 5 weeks into the school year. It gives you a chance to really look at how things are going. The second piece, you're looking at errors and or demonstration of improvement in specific areas based on previous evaluations and or formative feedback. You're looking at how the administrator provides guidance and growth and feedback to people. And you're looking at these things. Now, for this particular assignment, number 3, there is a feedback form that must be done by your school. So that's also listed on page 9 of the syllabus. That's where number 9 is. I want you to be looking ahead. I'm going to go with you guys now to the main portal. And as you're on our main page, hang on one second, it logged me out. As you're on our main page, you're going to see over on the right-hand side documents you'll need. If you come down to week 3, you'll see field experience handout number 4. So under week 3, field experience handout number 4, that's the assignment you're going to have signed off by your school. You can give that to me if you want to. You don't have to. It really is going to Dr. Hassan in the College of Education. She has to collect all those forms. If you're going to give it to me, I prefer you actually upload it with your actual assignment when you upload on the chalk and wire. All right, speaking of chalk and wire, we haven't used it yet. The first assignment does not go in chalk and wire. The second one does. But before you get to that point, I'm going to ask you to please do me one favor that makes my job a little bit easier. Instead of logging into chalk and wire first, I'd like you to log into the portal. Log into the portal, click on the coursework tab over on the left-hand side, and then as you click on week 3 and you see field notes, field experience, that is WCG number 9 under week 3, when you click on that and you go to submit it, that will actually launch for you chalk and wire and put you in the right spot to submit that assignment for me. And do make sure, by the way, you submit it to me. I actually had a student in the past who kept submitting my assignments to a different professor, and it took us about 2 weeks to figure out that they were sitting there. I just couldn't see them, and the other professor didn't realize that student wasn't in their class. So I'm looking at that piece. If you have questions about submitting through chalk and wire, I'm not the expert on your side of it. I can tell you basically what you should be doing, but Tech Buddies is the place you want to talk to, and they can help you out with how to use chalk and wire and get those assignments in. But again, if you go through the portal, click on the link, it'll let you submit it through chalk and wire. And what that does for me, ladies and gentlemen, is it allows me that when I grade them, it puts the grade automatically into the portal as well as chalk and wire. I only have to grade it in one location and not two. So you make my job a little bit easier. I appreciate that. It means that those grades go in automatically when I assess them in chalk and wire. Okay, just a quick recap. You're finishing up week 1 today and tomorrow. If you're not done yet, get it done tomorrow. I know it's the first week. I know it's tough to get started, but you're going to find this course goes by really, really quickly, everybody. It really does. We will fly through these 16 weeks, and before you know it, it's going to be winter break, and you're going to learn a lot of information in this course. That's number 1 reminder. Number 2 reminder, on Tuesday we start week number 2, which is all about Chapter 2 in our textbook, and the Chapter 2 discussion, which you'll find also in the coursework section of the portal. So any questions, don't hesitate to email me, call me, text me, whatever it is. Again, reminder, my number's on the syllabus. It's also in the portal. If you're going to text me, just put your name ahead of it so I know exactly who you are and I can respond to you. And typically, if I'm not at work or not really busy, I will get a chance to get back to you pretty quickly and try and answer your questions. Anything else you guys need, let me know. If not, have a great rest of your Sunday. Have a great week up ahead, and I'll be talking to you guys soon.